Hi everyone, Linda Israel here. Thank you so much for being here during my live stream. I greatly appreciate your support. I've pre-recorded this so that we can have some of the behind the scenes done while you listen to me for just a moment. I again want to thank you so very much for being here during my live stream. If you could, give this video a thumbs up, share it with your friends so that they can come join us. And if you will also give me a comment in the comment section after this video is done, and then definitely speak up in the chat and say hi. Lastly, if you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. Now, if you're watching this as a replay, generally, if you're on a computer, you can go down below and look for the little gear. You can change that and make the speed faster. If you're on a mobile device, look up in the corner, up in this area for 3 little dots, and you can change the speed there as well. Those of you that are here live, do definitely speak up in the chat. I greatly appreciate you being here. Well, those that are here live earn a virtual currency. Junkie Joe should be coming up here in just a moment, and you'll be able to check how many bucks that you have. What are bucks? They're junk bucks. It's just a virtual point system that I have created on my account when we're live so that you can redeem those once you get to 2,000 for a $10 off coupon to my shop. So you can type exclamation point bucks to see how many that you have. And if you have 2,000 and you're ready for a coupon code, type exclamation point award, and my official note takers will take down that information. Now, if you haven't already created an account on my website at lindaisrael.com, please do so, and then send me a message through the contact form letting me know what your YouTube username is. Why? So I'll have your email address and I can email you your coupon code. Also, if you make a donation throughout this live stream, you can be added to my YouTube donators membership that I have on my website. So again, create an account, say, hey, Linda, I donated, and tell me what your username is on YouTube if it's different. That way I can get you added to that. At the end of this stream, I will have journals made, and you will have the opportunity to win one of those journals. Throughout the live stream, we'll have some various raffles, and we also have in-chat games. So be looking out for that in the chat, and I'll kind of speak it up when I get to it. For example, if you type exclamation point raffle, right now you can be in a chance to win 200 junk bucks. So you'll be well on your way to getting 2,000 junk bucks. Normally, Robin is my official note taker. Sometimes Angelica is my official note taker. It kind of depends on what's going on. These are members and administrators of my Facebook group, the Friendly Junk Journal People Facebook group. If you haven't joined that group, we'd love to have you come and join us over there. What else? Let's keep the chat upbeat, friendly, and helpful. Hey, if you have a question, try to put it in all caps. That way I'll see it. If I don't see it, please don't be offended. The chat sometimes moves fast, and I'm usually looking down trying to create things. So please ask again. But if you know the answer that someone else's question, please go ahead and answer for them. I greatly appreciate that. Let's see, what else? Oh, if you have a YouTube channel, you can't post your link, but you can say, I have a YouTube channel, and tell us a little bit about it. Tell us your channel name, something like that. Tell us what you do. We're going to get started here in just a moment. I'm looking at the time. So roughly 5 minutes is when I'll get started. So it should be just a few more seconds. So definitely hang out in the chat, and we'll get started here in just a moment. Hello, everybody. Welcome. So glad to have you here. I hope you had an amazing weekend. I stayed home. I don't know, did we go anywhere Saturday? We went to Lowe's Saturday. That was our big outing. And I think we bought two things, maybe one thing. And I stayed home the rest of the time. I just didn't want to be out. My head's still been bothering me. So I stayed home and kind of played in my room and whatnot. Got ready for this weekend, for this week, Monday. Hey, everybody. So glad to have you here. I'm glad that you come to spend some time with me. Hey, Norella. Hey, Robin. Bonnie. Sam, Jude. I couldn't get it out. Uh, Junkie Joe's there. Let's see. Julie. I saw Julie. Margie's here. It's cold where Julie is. We had a beautiful, we call it Independence Day or 4th of July here in the United States, but in Yukon, we had beautiful weather Saturday and Sunday. It was nice to be outside. Alrighty, so I thought really quickly, right off the bat, look what Norella has been working on. Do you like that paper? She's got this beautiful dot background and roses. I may have it upside down. I think it is, technically. They all are. And then there's butterflies. And then she's kind of made where it looks like a page. So it's already somewhat there, but not completely. So if you wanted to cut this and use it a different way. But this is from the next subscription box. I don't even know. Do we have a name yet? Have you named it? I let Norella name the kits. This is going to be a garden tea party. She may have called it a garden tea party. And these are the background papers. I asked for background papers because I thought y'all might like using them. I like using them, especially if I have the digital download, because then I can print it over and over. And then I just printed random pages. So some of these may be in the subscription box, and some of them may be in the large journal kit. We will have an official through later this month. This month, y'all. It's already July. So I wanted the teacups, and she did kind of some watercolor look into it. I gave her a color palette to choose that I thought everybody would like. And it also gave me a wider base to choose from for some Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists to go with the kit. I wanted, to be able to have that variety and recognize my stencil design in the background. I hand drew those and then scan them in, or not scan them in, they're digitally drawn when I draw them with my hand on my iPad, and I send a copy to Norella, and she was able to use that as a background. So you like these? You like them, Robin? I know they have roses in them, but I think it's really pretty. I love the colors. I love the cutlery. In fact, would y'all want cutlery rubber stamps? Because I did find some, and I may just use the ones from Norella if she'll allow me, if they're a PNG. Do y'all want some cutlery rubber stamps? I think Beeline may have one that I haven't added yet, but we will. All right, so kind of picking up from last week, I showed y'all different journal pages that we made during the live stream. I was trying to find one. For example, this, I showed y'all a little bit about making these fold down pockets on the page. I didn't make it live, I don't think. I think I just showed it to y'all. Stamping it. So, I'm just kind of trying to use up some of the stuff I already have in my stash. And I happen to have, for some reason, I cut this. It was some text weight scrapbook paper that was kind of solid colors. And I had enough to make 4 of these. So I kind of made a sample, and now I'm going to show y'all what I'm doing. And I've got these laying with the white side up. And I'm going to put them down in my little spray box here. And I've got from the July Stencil Club. So let me pull that out. Wrong folder. The July Stencil Club. It's this pattern here. And I do have the stencil out for you, Sam. I've got the Almost Fleur-de-lis out. So we're going to use that in a moment. The miniature ones, please. Currently have stencils You love the colors? Yes, cutlery stamps, Robin says. No, it's because we have too many. I think that, okay, good, Norella. I kind of like that. You need some pastel cardstock, Sam. Remember, you could also spray white cardstock, ivory cardstock with Tattered Angels Glimmer Mists. You can also dye it with some tea or Kool-Aid or coloring. All right, my nose is itching. Must be somebody's coming with a hole in their britches. Oh, dude, there's a little speck here. Oh, you went back to see some of my old stencils? Okay, cool. So this was the lavender rose from the Enchanted Rose kit, which is kind of fitting because I am going to use a couple pages out of the Enchanted Rose. And then this is from the Royal Peacock. These were colors that came in the kit. I'm trying to think what color this is. It's not as dark as Black Cherry. And it's not as pink as Party Pink. I don't know, it's a perfect shade of pink. And I'm coming in with that turquoise. And I'm doing the whole thing because I'm going to do a mop-up page. I think I am. And you know what? Before I put that down, I'm going to grab a couple of journal cards. And I'm just got a couple of journal cards here. So I'm going to go, this one's smooth. So I'm just going to put it right there. And then this one, it's got a watercolor feel on this side. So I'm just going to center it there. Then I'm going to lay down a sheet of paper and mop up. So I'm really rubbing on the stencil because I've got Tattered Angels on it. That plastic resists. And if you take just a moment, you'll have your page that you sprayed, the element you sprayed, the cards I laid on top, and another page. Oh, I was going to spray the back, but I don't want to do it right now. I'll just set it aside. So it creates these voids that you can then use for journaling. And then we've got this journal card. And I've got that journal card that I can use. And I'll put the stencil back in the folder since it's right here. And then here is the back side of these squares. And I'll give you the measurements. And then here is the spray through page. And I'll just turn the page over. And then whenever I use my next stencil or whatnot, I'll have that there. All right, so I've got these two squares, and they just so happen to be, looks like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 3/4. And then this one is 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, 4 1/4-ish. And I made sure they were square. Okay, we're gonna make an envelope. So what I'll do is I put Distress ink around it on the outside edge. I'm going to match up the corner here and then barely crease the right dead center. And I'll use my blending tool to darken that. Y'all see that? All right. Haven't heard that phrase in a long time. Okay, so you like that? So then I'm going to go back this way and then go right here. So I made a little X. Okay, we're going to make an envelope. So I already rounded the corners with my crocodile corner chomper. Crocodile. You found heart ones? I'm not a weirdo. All right, so now I'm going to take this piece, it's square, and come in from the side and go just past that mark, kind of lining up and make a crease. I'm going to flip it around just because it's easier for me. And I want to come past so it overlaps a little bit, okay? Then I'm going to take one outside and come up, about 1/4 inch and fold this up. And now we have an old envelope. Not the super cute heart ones. Okay. We're going to pretend I did that to this one, and we're going to move on to the next step. Thank you so much, Morgan, for your donation. Thank you very much. Oh, I forgot to check the settings on that sheep. Sorry, y'all. All right, so now what I want to do is I want to stamp on here, and I wanted to do a variety of stamps. So this is from the Sun-Kissed Cube. Sorry, Robin, I didn't give you that link. Sun-Kissed Cube. So I'm going to take this, and honestly, I kind of like the idea of it being stamped all over. So I was going to stamp it with it not glued together, but I think I'm going to go ahead. I'm just putting a little bit of glue here and here, and then we're going to fold this up. All right, so you want to make sure it doesn't glue shut. So now we have a little pretty decorated on the inside envelope, and you'll see the cross way down in there where I made. But now I'm going to take the Sun-Kissed Cube, one of the flowers, and just stamp it all over. Okay? Easy peasy. All right, we're going to go back. And then I'm going to find the little piece of fabric that has now disappeared. Oh, there it is. All right. So now I've got this little piece of fabric and a snippet of a Calico Collage strip that had a bunch of these squares. I do not know which kit it's from. It was leftover. I'm using my leftover bits. So I thought it would be kind of cute to put it kind of at an angle, but on this side of this little envelope. So I'm just going to glue that down. I'm going to put my fingers where I don't want any glue. And I stitched it with my sewing machine. Okay. All right. So there is the start of this little envelope. I'm going to set it aside for a moment. I made a little notepad. I took some scraps of paper. In fact, I have a bunch of papers that are 4 by 11 inches that I made into journal pages a long time ago. And so I've been trying to creatively use those up. And then, Robin, this is that textured paper that you dislike. I had a little strip of it left, and I just put it at the top, and then I sewed through 2 pages in that. And I thought, well, that makes a cute little tag or booklet. And then I've got, this is a scrap of paper. So I've showed y'all before, and I'm doing pretty good about using it because this is the bottom half of a trash sack or paper bag. And whenever I cut off the edges or have scraps left over that are mainly white or ivory or book page colors, I'll put it in that little bin, and then when I need a little scrap, I'll just be able to pick one out. I've got from the is it Expect? I forgot the name of the stamp set. It's my brand new stamp set. Is it Expect Great Things? I think it may be Expect Great Things because that's what I have. Or it might be the Dream Big. I don't remember. Dream Big. And I'm just going to stamp that on this strip using archival ink. And it flipped over. Expect Great Things. What I'll do sometimes is if I get out a stamp that I'm working with and I have a whole strip, I'll stamp the whole strip down and add the distress ink. And I've started making this little bin. So these are all words. And then these were just some like dragonfly pieces. There's my little postcard. There's just little pieces in here that I can kind of grab quickly. Or I can go more in depth and get out my little Ziploc bag that has by theme. All right, now, cooperate. I was being all cute and trying to show y'all. And I just thought, just for simplicity, I'll just put that right in the middle. Yeah, it's the Repsco. It's the reptile skin, Morgan, that she doesn't like. It's funny. Not a fan. But see, now I've covered it all up, and you can't really tell. I think there's a hair or something. Okay, so I'm going to set that aside. That's going to go in my little envelope. Now, I have a mop-up page that I made during one of my live streams, and I'd already kind of played with a little bit. I know that I want to put this big envelope and this little envelope, so I made two, right here and right here. So I want to decorate just a little bit more. I want to add some stamping here, and then I've got some other elements that I want to put on the other pages. So if we're going to put this here and here, and we also have room to put a journal card in, which I may have something in my bin. I didn't get that far today. Could do something like that. That kind of covers up this. I don't know. I may not put anything in it today. Oh wait, I've got this. Very neutral. Okay, I think we might do that. All right, so I'm going to say, what do we want right there? And we don't need a saying, because we always have these sayings. Already have those sayings. So how about if we stamp one of the dragonflies? You know, I haven't been using the dragonflies a lot lately. So this is dragonfly number 1. And we're going to stamp that up here in this corner. Okay, I'm liking that. I think we could do a little bit more around that. So we did the wildflower sketch down here. So I'm just going to ink up the edges and then just kind of press it around. So I'm getting basically like that Queen's Anne's lace, baby's breath at the top. Then that change the look of that page quite simply just by adding that little element there. What now? Yeah, a little notepad. It's just easy. Use scraps. Use your scraps. You can also take these and cut them and make them smaller if you want, or use those as the notepad. You know, find you've got envelopes, but there's a 2x4 piece of that envelope that didn't have any printing on it. We'll cut the envelope apart and use that piece as your page. Okay. All right, so I know what we want on this side, so I'm going to set that aside. I'm going to flip this over. You know, I have this sticker that I found, and I think what I'll do is stamp the wildflowers all the way around, and that'll give us a nice pattern for our little bird that says Harmony. So I'm just going to come in from the edge just a little, and I'm kind of twisting the stamp back and forth so it's not just straight on every single time. Super quick. And then that's going to go over here. Okay. Set that aside. I want to stamp on the inside. And we're already doing that. So maybe we need a different pattern on this one. Well, you know what? I've already got the Sun-Kissed Cube out. And I think I'm just going to go with it for simplicity. And we're going to stamp all the way around the edge. And I'm even going to stamp down the middle. So I'll kind of start, let's start here. And I'm, again, twisting the stamp every so often, varying how high up I go. And it's okay if you don't get a perfect stamping, I think, because you kind of get a neat texture all the way around. And you don't have to do this. You know, I show y'all these techniques just so that if you have want to have some more decoration on your page, you can do it quite easily with rubber stamps. Okay? All right, so we went all the way around the page. I think now we're ready to go ahead and put something on the page. So I'm just gonna go and with what's in here. What do I have? You know, I haven't used these in a long time, and I have a bunch of them that say diary. And I think I want to use those because I have so many of them. I think I like this one better. Oh, and I even have, I just saw this. I have these little bitty hearts. That's kind of cute. I don't know, maybe we need a piece of fabric. What if I've got this scrap here? I'm going to cut off where the holes are. Cut off the holes, man. What if I did that? Do you like that? Yeah, it does make a nice border, doesn't it, Sam? I'm in my crafting zone. What am I supposed to be doing? Hey, Tanya. What'd Sam say? Sorry. Sam Spade wants to know about the other older stencils in the Stencil Club. Do you release them after a year went by? You know, I haven't released the old stencils yet. Because honestly, it is a better deal for $19.99 to get the 4 different patterns in one set. So if there's one that you want the month of, let me know. Again, honestly too, if it was separated out, they're like $12.99 a piece. So it's up to you. Do you want them as full sheets, singles by themselves? Okay, I think we need a little bit of something else because that's too stark white. So I'm going to take this ivory piece of fabric and kind of muss it up on my ink pad. And I think that's what it needed. Just a little smudging. So I'm just kind of touching it to my ink pad just a little bit. There's a little bit of a printed white pattern. Y'all probably can see that. Okay, I like that. All right, I'm gonna clean my finger. You better not wampus, Caddy. You just bought some journal diarying tags from, well, these are from Norella. She has it says diary and journal. There's what are called sepia colors, manila colors, and then there's like a mixed media page. They all come as a kit. I was in the crafting zone. I think that's all I want to do. I might grab, I was going to see if I had a little piece. I don't know. That may not need it. This is just a page where I cleaned off my dauber after doing a little bit. Is that better? I think it is. All right, so I'm going to do another strip. Let's go this way. A little bit smaller. Just a little bit smaller. And we're going to go around the edge real fast. So, that, you know, using your gel prints, maybe you've got one that you like the colors, but when you look at the whole thing, You're like, ew, what was I thinking? It's the bottom stencil in the May Stencil Club when you first started stencils. So May of 2020, I think that's when I started them. Or is it 2019? Oh, you love that steampunk, that stencil? Ah, gotcha. Oh my gosh, the fireworks. We had fireworks all day, Saturday and Sunday. I kind of like that. Should we stitch it? I'm going to run out of time today if I keep playing around. We're just going to glue it because I'm in a hurry. I need to get this done. I made that one bigger. All right. Yeah, 2019. I'll have to look. Hey, Robin, put a note to look at 2019, May 2019 Stencil Club. All right, I think I'll just glue this right in here. So I'm just going to put a few dots of glue on the back. Just dotting away. And then put it right here. So when you come to this page, this is how it will look. We had so much, you had someone till 1 a.m. last night. That's just crazy. Yeah, they were doing it past 11 here. And I was like, all right, I'm going to have to go whoop somebody. I like it. We could take the shabby stitches and stamp around that to make it appear that we stitched it down. Poke, poke, nudge, nudge. Y'all get in on the raffle. Yeah. Yeah, I am too. I am too. It's a little noisy, but yep. I am grateful that we can be able to have them and all the freedoms that we have to go with it. Yep, yep, yep. All right, so I'm going to put down this little piece. Just using scraps. Okay. So I did all the stamping before I start gluing everything down so that I wouldn't have to deal with the other side being bumpy. So we're going to go back. I must put it together. So this is going to go here and here. Okay. And I'm going to go ahead and glue this top one down. I want to come over just a little bit. So I'm going to glue it on this side so it can be a little bit of a tuck spot up here. So just down the side and across. I'm coming over a little bit because this fabric, I don't want it to be in the fold of my journal. So expect great things. And then here is Always Dream Big. Here I used the beach rose and stamped all the way around. All right, y'all getting on the raffle? It looks prettier in paper than it does in the stencil. Yeah, it's a little late. 1 a.m. is a little late. So I'm just going to go down this side. Some of us have to try to get a few hours of sleep. I'm going to put this one right here. And then I have this little sticker. So you don't have to have crazy pockets on every single page. So there's the page we would come to. We can put in this digital card by Norella. And there's room up here. Let me see if I have. Oh, I do have. I have these little tag cards that I made a while back. How about that? Expect great things this day. You think I planned it. You think I planned it. So this is a little 3x3 journal card. Use a tag punch and put some fabric and thread. And then this is some words that I had in my stash. Expect great things this day. I like it. And I'm going to fold it this way only because I know that I have a tendency to put pockets and stuff on the same page every time. Oh, I was going to make one more thing. All right. Y'all in on the raffle? You're behind on making your kits. You get them done. Get them done. Oh, I need to pick a prize. Oh, here we go. I have... Come on over. See you in 2 days, Julie. Thank you, Morgan, for your donation. All right, let's pick a winner of 200 junk bucks, and the winner is Jen B. Congratulations, Jen. All right, so what I will do is I will add 200 junk bucks to your user account here on YouTube, and you'll be able to use those once you get to 2,000 to get a $10 off coupon in my shop. All right, so let's reset. And we're going to put in journal, charm, and I don't think I spelled that right. All right, so we're going to give away, I've got this bag of stencils. I'm not going to take them out. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So there's 4 stencils. They're looped over in half. 4, maybe there are. Oh, I see. So they're just tassels that are looped over. And I thought, why did I take that out? I would just share these along. I probably bought them. They may have been given to me. I don't know. I'm passing them along. All right, and then I have a journal charm that I made a while back that you can attach to the spine if you want, or heck, you can hang this off of just about anything that you like. Hang it off your purse for a few days. It'll tatter it right away. So that is the raffle right now. Get in on it. All right. I get sidetracked and it's like squirrel. I want to make a little thingy to put in here. Let me move this aside. I'm trying to put my stamps up as I use them so that I can find them again. I'm going to use this one again. All right. So my stuff got covered up, and so I forgot what I was going to do next. All right, so I've got a long, skinny piece of scrapbook paper. It looks like it's 3.5 inches by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. So 11. So probably where I took a 12 by 12 and trimmed it down, it could have been an 8.5 by 11, just a scrap. So what I'm going to do is come up here on one end and make a little point crease, and then take the corners in and fold it, and then fold it. Okay, and then I'll take this portion and come down just a tad below. Then it's not so bulky thickness wise, and I'm going to crease that, and I'm going to pull this up and meet it to the bottom there. And right now I'm just finger pressing it, but it would be better, turn the spinneroonie around, to really crease that. And then I'm going to take this part and fold it down. And then take your distress ink. Oh, thank you, Margie, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh, my goodness. Craft mode. Yes. Yes. We'll do that next, Robin. We'll do that next. Remind me. We're going to do that next. So, let's do this raffle so it'll be do you do it at 4:45 or 5? I want to give away the mini, and then we'll do the journal if we have it. And I have one other prize I could give. Okay. So I got a little envelope looking piece of paper here. And depending on if you want each edge to look grungy, you can come in here and grunge each one. I would come down the edge. You could go like that. Fold it back this way. So it really kind of gets that grungy effect. Okay. So again, fold up from the bottom. It's almost in half. I come down just a little bit. Fold that in half. Fold this down. So now we've got this little cute envelope that I thought, if I can get it open. Don't use your fingernails are jewels, not tools. I think we'll use one of these funky paper clips. I saw them sitting here, so I thought I should use one. So what if we were to put one of those? Well, I'll use them on a different page. I was going to make a tag to put in this one, but I think I'm going to do it on a different page. So there is this start of a little extra writing space, okay? Let's put that aside. This right here. This one will go a little bit faster. And maybe that's what we'll put on the inside, is we'll figure out how to add this guy. Okay, so I had a strip of wallpaper and some cardstock. Yeah, my fingernails are tools. Your fingernails are tools, not jewels. Okay, and I've used a 1-inch strip, and then I think this is 1.5-inch strip piece of cardstock, and I sewed it together. I didn't sew the top or the bottom. I do have a little tab on here. I was going to try something different, and now that I'm thinking about it, I don't want to do that. So I'm going to cut off the tab portion, because I don't want it sticking past my page. I had an idea, and that thought got lonely and left. So I had an idea I was going to try, but then I ended up not executing it right. And I said, nope, not going to do it. All right, so I got a little strip. This is a belly band. Got a little piece right here I can cut off. And I'm going to glue that down over one of Norella's background pages. Was this that? This wasn't Alice in Wonderland, was it? No, I think it was. Is that from Glittering Gems? I don't know. I like some of these background pages that she made, just for the simplicity of that pattern. All right, so I'm just going to let that dry for a moment, and while that's drying, I made a journal card. I'm just going to talk to you about it. So I made a journal card using the same technique. Thank you, Tanya, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. Hands or nails are always a mess. So I took a 5x7 piece of copper cardstock. It's really heavy. I bought this a long time ago. I think I was making specialty cards with it. I've still got almost 3/4 of the ream left. And I thought, well, I need to use some of this. So I took the heart flower branch and stamped it around the edge, much like I did with the sketched wildflowers. Thank you, Janice, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Okay, it's from the good book. Yes, you're right. It's from a good book. A good book. Yes, yes, yes. Thank you, Janice, for your donation. And then I took a piece of acetate and a scrap of gray paper. I stamped on the gray paper. Then I laid it on top of some transparency film and stitched across. Then I laid that on top of the card and stitched all the way around. This is one of Norella's journal words again, okay, from that same set. And there's a scrap of cardstock back here. So I've made a little pocket. Then I took some of that paper that I've had that was cut for a different purpose. So I got 1, 2, 3. How many did I put in here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 sheets of paper. And then there's some scrapbook paper that I cut for the cover or the outside. This is a scrap of wallpaper, the same wallpaper that I used. It was left over from the edge, okay? And this was just a scrap of text weight paper. I just thought it'd be interesting to have a little topper like that. And I just zigzag stitch with my sewing machine. You could use a quick 3-hole binding on there or pamphlet stitch and stitch that down. I didn't do any other embellishments, but here's where you're a different variety of scrap paper, okay? So I wanted to decorate the front, and I have no idea which kit this is from, but it's one of Norella's, and I thought this was my beginnings of what I was designing. And I've been using a lot of fabric lately. How about this time we use a piece of lace? What if we put a piece of lace right behind the word bloom? It may wash it out. I don't know. It's really subtle, but we could change the color of that lace. What color should we change it to? Let's see here. Maybe teal, kind of pulling a little bit of this teal color here. So let's get out that's Dancing Dragonflies. I think I want the Royal Peacock. And I don't want to spray on the back side of that page. So I'm going to find a different page. That'll work. It's got some where I was mopping up. And I'm just going to lay this up at the top. We're going to shake up our Tattered Angels. And we're going to spray okay, so basically I'm changing the color of that scrap of lace. Oh, nail polish does feel weird if you're not used to it. Yeah. The nail polish would never last. Well, I started using the gel polish. And although I don't do a very good job and my nails are all broken right now, the polish itself stays for quite some time. Now, it's still kind of wet, but you're going to get a little lace pattern back here. So I'm just going to put it over here and press down and dry it some more. I still got some on my fingers. All right, I was going to use the fleur-de-lis stencil earlier. So let's put this on here. And that gives us a nice little look, doesn't it? See how that changes the look on there? Putting that little bit of Tattered Angels lace. Yeah, the gel, I like the gel. They're my favorite right now. Oh, I guess my lace is still wet. But we can't wait any longer. We have to move on to bigger and better things. All right, so what I'm going to do is I've got the lace, and I'll take the little piece of cardstock word. I'm just putting very, very fine amount of glue. We'll center it on here and pick up the whole thing. Oh, it's not centered anymore. It's still a little wet, so I'm going to use my heat tool. Try not to do my desk. Yeah, it makes it pop. Just adding a little bit of color. All right. So then I'm going to put glue on the back side, just where that piece of cardstock is, so it doesn't sink through, and then put it down. And then this will go, it didn't stay. Come on. This will go here, and then it'll go there in our little journal card pocket, so that when we put it on our page, the whole thing becomes the decoration for the page. You like it? I didn't put anything on here. We could. Maybe I saw, is he too purple? See, it kind of clashes with the other. Oh, I just saw this. Maybe we should do that. Or is that two purples? Too many purples. We could put, what if we put a little piece of lace? There we go. How's that? You shop as soon as you got your coupon. You should have got, everybody should have got their emails for the coupon codes. If you didn't, let me know. That means your email's going to spam, probably on your end. But I did get them all sent out. I like that. Sam says, cool. You like the little pocket coloring Tattered Angels? And I'm not going to color the ivory. I want it to stick out a little bit. Grab some joy, exactly. Too much purple. You got to have purple. All right. This may not stick right away. So here's what I'm going to do. Because it's wallpaper, it doesn't want to accept the Aleene's tacky glue. So I'm going to wipe off the wallpaper. I'm going to use the best glue ever. And I'm just putting some dots on the back side here. Kind of spreading it around. And I'm going to set it up here out of the way and let it air dry. And then it'll be sticky and stay down. All right, so let's flip this over to this side. And I think, how about if we do a really bright pop of pink and purple on that teal background? Or, and I keep doing it on this bulky page. Maybe that would look better there. All right, let's do that. So this was a 4x4 piece of paper that I made. I showed y'all on Thursday making mop-up pages by spraying it first with Tattered Angels to give the white sheet of paper a color, and then using a stencil on it. And then I had one of these Calico Collage butterfly squares, and I layered it on a book page, and then I used a punch from, is it this one? Nope, that's not it. Oh, it's a EK Success punch. And then I made a little tag to stick there. You like that? Went to Spain. Email went to Spain. Oh my gosh. Yeah, it's still there. It should be working. Unless it quit working. Forgot to use Dawn. All right, so I'm just going to come on. I have little tabs on the back. And I just cut the corner at the top because I thought it would add a little bit of interest. I'm going to put that right here. Yep, it just opened. Junk Regina is now open. Type FFA to join. It's open now. And then this was a journal card I made using the 1912 stamp in the background. This is a page that I had cleaned off my brayer, and it's just a book page. I stamped over it with the sketched wildflowers, then a piece of fabric, and I stitched down the edge there. This was a heart that I punched out of some sheet music, and then a dream is a wish your heart makes. That's part of the white words on black that I have in my shop, which I think I'm sold out at the moment. I need to update that. So because we put the tabs on there, our journal card should slide right down into that corner, and it'll be snugger this way if you can get it all the way down in there. Here I was thinking about using that. I don't know, maybe I don't want, I think that's too, this one's really a bulky page, but this is what I made last Thursday during the live stream. I used a gel print and layered it over some cheesecloth on a stamp with the sun-kissed cube in the background square, and a piece of canvas in denim color and the ivory. This is a paint chip that I had a scrap of a gel print that I sewed on top, and I thought this can be a cool pocket here in my journal. And technically I should have put it over here, but I think I'm going to put it there. And then I need to find something to put on this last page, which I could put that on there. Okay. So I'm going to glue this down. It's got tabs on it to be a pocket. So get out those paint chips. I didn't grab any when we went to Lowe's yesterday. I knew I already had a few, and I don't need to hoard those. But generally, if we go to Lowe's, which I personally don't go that much, Henry goes a lot, I will grab a couple of paint chips. All right, so I will samples. Put that right about there. And press it into place. Man, I was going to use, I don't know. All right, so I've got this journal card that I made. I had a piece of denim over the lace. I got some blue thread and laid it on top of some cheesecloth. And then this is a butterfly from the Beeline Butterfly Beauties cube. And because you're allowed to do this, you can take your butterfly stamps and stamp them all out, and then color them, scan those in, and reprint them. Yes, you're allowed to do that with Beeline Designs and Linda Israel's. You can stamp them, scan them, and print them and be able to use them. You cannot sell a digital version of that colored in stamp, but you can sell a physical of that, okay? And that's what I do, is I will do that, and then I'll come back and put some Tulip Dimensional glitter paint on top, and that gives it some sparkle. So I'm going to put that there. And then I made a couple little journal cards that will go in this pocket. So we got a nice fluffy page. See how fluffy that is? There's a lot of stuff in there. And this is that Tim Holtz die, and I put a page from a scrapbooking page behind there just to kind of give it a backing. This is one of the artsy stamp, but artsy, not artsy, artistic. I said artsy. Artsy or artistic journal kit that Norella made for me. Oh my gosh, my brain just died. Buy me a scanner and then you can scan them, Margie. And then I don't know where this is from. I think it's from one of the shabby. This is the letter rubber stamp or envelope. Maybe the envelope. That's from Beeline Designs. And then this is from one of Norella's kits. And I thought that just made it a nice statement on this side. Looks great. You like it? All right, where are we? 441. We've made 2 pages, right? Well, this one should go pretty quick. And this is where I can use this piece. Okay, so this is a mop-up page from a long time ago. This is the large diamonds and the lace stencil that I did in 2 areas. Kind of overlapped them and then mopped up. And then this side, oh, this is the scrapbook paper that I cut. I know it is because it matches. And I just stitched them together because this paper was rather thin. And I thought, well, that gives it a nice feel. So for this side, I want to add some decoration. And I'm going to show you how I made this little envelope. Okay. So this little envelope here, if you notice, the words are going right side up here, and then they're right side up here, and they're right upside here. What I did was I took a sheet out of some books, and then I rotated one of them around so that when you look at this side, it's right side up, and when you flip this down, it's right side up. You don't have a cell phone either. You're old school. Oh my gosh. Artful. Artful. That's what it's called. Jeez. Thank you, Norella. I could not think of it. So, you understand what I did? So then I made an envelope by folding it down and folding this up. And I stitched around it. Let me get this out of the way. I added, this is some vintage ribbon that I've had forever. That's velvet. And I just stitched it across here. Use a scrap of purple fabric, little piece of lace, treasure. I stamped sketched wildflowers down here in the corner. On the inside, I made a custom journal card to fit, and I used the curly swirly. And this is my tag punch. I didn't put a word on this one. We could, but I thought it was just kind of pretty without any words on it. And that's going to go right here on this page, but I'm changing my mind because I keep putting everything on that front page, so I'm going to put it on the back page here. And we're going to glue this down as a pocket, so I'm going to glue down the side and across. I probably should have put tabs on there. Is that going to fit? Yeah. All right. Sometimes I remember to put tabs, sometimes I don't. All right, so this little fold-up guy that I made earlier, let's pretend I did that live here. So this is a scrap of a mop-up page that I cut off for some reason. And this time I accordion folded it a little bit differently. I folded mine in and rolled it up. I didn't put the corners on this one. I left it without the corners. and I stamped it with a curly swirly and added a Butterfly Beauties. And I slid this down, make sure my page isn't glued. And I got a tiny, 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 tiny clothespin and put that on there. Okay. And I think we need something up here. I'm looking to see what I could use. I think I've got some of this fabric. Woo! I just knocked off the whole fabric bin. Okay. I've got this fabric. What if we just put a little piece on there? And maybe a little piece of some cheesecloth. No, I don't want that. I'm looking to see. There's some little lace. I know that I have some somewhere. Oh, I know what we could do. Why am I fussing over that? When what I could do is use a piece of this ribbon. I think what I'm going to do is cut this a little bit smaller. And we're going to go to the sewing machine. So sewing cam lamb. And I'm going to stitch this in the middle. I'm just going to stitch right down the middle with a zigzag stitch. I don't care if it's messy. I'm just going to stitch on that and then we'll glue it down. Sewing cam. All right. So regular sewing machine, regular needle, regular thread. I say this almost every week. It's just an electronic machine. It has an auto threader, auto needle cutter, or thread cutter and needle threader. And I really enjoy this machine. I've had it since 2015. And I go from fabric to paper and never change my needle. Now, if I was going to be sewing a wedding gown or something, I would change my needle and clean my machine. All right, so I'm just going to lay this down. I've got it set on a zigzag stitch, and we're just going to feed that through. Sometimes I have to use a cheater tool to help get it going. Cheater tool. That's going wonky on me. Come on now. Don't be going wonky on me. It's this velveteen fabric. It just crawls. Oh my gosh. That is not what I was going for. It's all wonky. Okay, so here's what I'm going to do. I got some cheesecloth. I'm going to cut a little strip. And then I'm going to take some of this. I'm not taking all of it. We're just going to make a textured thingy. So I'm going to go back over this. So it looks like we did it on purpose. And we did! We meant to have this funky texture. Kind of gives it a funky, lacy texture, doesn't it? All right. What'd I miss? I think we'll put it right up there. You like that? All right, so I'm just going to glue it down. So I'm just putting a generous amount of glue here. Be generous with the glue. Do I want the yeah, we'll do the fabric up. And let's see if there's something. Expect great things. I just happened to see that in my words. Could also do spread your wings. What do you think? All right, I'm gonna drink. Yeah, keeping the cheesecloth industry in business. Yep, yep, yep. I have to look and see, okay, does that look good? Or this one? I'm getting ready to go to the eye doctor really soon. So, number one, number two. Number one, number two. I think we're going to go with spread your wings. And we got the butterfly down here. By the way, the little lamb was made by Giovanna. She made that for me as a Christmas ornament gift. And I love it. Especially since she did put the sewing cam lamb on there. I have from Canvas Court Brands this butterfly postcard just to keep it simple to put back there. And we didn't do much stamping down here. Pretty much is all there was. So on this side, I have here, we'll show you this pieces. I'm not going to make it fully. So I have a piece of cardstock that is roughly 1.25 inches, maybe a little bit more. And it's 5.25 inches wide. Then I have a scrap of fabric that I put on top. Stitch that in place. Then I have Expect Great Things, a scrap of purple paper, snip that, and then I ended up layering. This was a leftover bit from the pansy journal that I made. And I added some cheesecloth, and this is what it made. It was a little pocket. So I made this up earlier. I thought, well, I'll just walk you through the whole shebang, and then you would know how I put that together. All right, so that's going to go over here, and I think what I need to do is I need to add my tabs, and I forgot to do that. So I'm just going to grab a scrap of paper here, and we're going to go right down this side. And I like to start my paper off the edge and just kind of slide it up into the glue and go 1/2 inch. It's a 1-inch strip. And then I really try to press there. Use my paper scissors to cut paper. My fabric scissors are laying right here. And just go down this side. And I come in from the edge. Slide it over. And I'll look to see if I've got it lined up. Linda, 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 Linda. Oh, yeah, you get your... What? I'm looking. What do you want? Oh, is it time for the raffle? Is that what you're trying to do? Is tell me that? All right, then we're going to put a strip over here. What do you want? I'm going to the eye doctor later this month, so I needed to go for a while. I've been using readers, over-the-counter readers. You're going to start calling me? I'm looking. What do you want? Can you see the squirrel? Is it y'all in on the raffle? Okay. Yeah, if you had a period in another letter without a space, it thinks you're trying to share a link. Okay, poke, poke, nudge, nudge, shove, she says. Enter the raffle, y'all. Okay. So we're going to put this right here as a pocket on this page. Y'all enter the raffle now. We want the raffle. We want the raffle. I'm coming up just above the stitches that are on the page. Okay. Well, you're going to get the raffle. Just hold your horses, please. I'm looking. Ooh, maybe I'll do that. Where's the side? That's pink. It's pink. Oh, I'll use that. Okay, now we can make this. Okay. Or we could do this. Okay. I was taking around. Get your new squirrel stencil out. Alrighty, horses died already. Alright, the winner of the tassels and the journal charm is Margie. Congratulations, Margie. You won something for a change. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're going to do a raffle that I said I would do last Thursday, but we didn't get around to it. So I have these 3 mini journals, and we're going to open up the raffle that when I call the winner, yes, you won, Margie. We're going to raffle off one of those. So you're just going to say which one you want. You want the red one, you want the purple, you want the teal, blue kind of one. So 1 mini journal. That's for everybody. Everybody can enter, even if you were not at Thursday's live stream. Set this aside. Okay, so now I have a journal card. Y'all enter the raffle, a journal card that I need to make. So I've got the almost fleur-de-lis stencil. Wondering how I was going to get that in there, didn't you? And we're going to lay it on my desk. And we're using purple, so I'm going to do purple in Mermaid Lagoon. Mermaid and purple. So I'm going to open up both of these guys, so that way it's easier for me to switch. So we're going to do purple first. This is Distress Oxide ink. And I'm being firm, but I'm also being careful not to catch any of these sticky up pieces. Because these are thin stencils. They're really great on doing gel printing because they're so thin. You don't end up with a huge amount of paint on your gel plate when you lift the stencil away. I'm just adding a little bit of this teal. All right, you ready for the big reveal? Let me close the ink pads and put them away. Keep you in suspense for as long as I can. What do you think? Kind of a pretty pattern. I like it. We've done a lot of sewing, so how about if we use the shabby, no, let's use the lace. I got the lace duo here. Let me get my, I need space. You gotta have space, space, space. You gotta have space. Lace duo. And so I'm just going to stamp it right on the edge. See that? It just frames it. We just framed it. It's been framed. All right. So we're going to put that on here. I think we need to say notes on there, and maybe we'll use a scrap of purple fabric. So I'm just grabbing a scrap, and we're going to get the notes stamp, which reminds me I need to put this back where it belongs. Back where you belong. Where did you go? There it is. Notes. I think that's too big. I think I can find. I have this book page. I think I'll use it instead because it's ivory. Ah! Let the cell phones hit the floor. Let the cell phones hit the floor. Ah! Alright, so I'm just going to go like that on this book page and trim it because this purple is kind of big. Oh, wait, do you want to go to the sewing machine again? Okay, I like that. And I think I want it to be, oh, my fingers must be dirty. Kind of a tab, but I think we need to put one more piece or layer behind it. I have this bin of purple paper. Is that one? Let's see if any of those would work. I think that works. I don't think it needs to be any bigger, and I'm okay that we're seeing that a little bit more on the top than the bottom. So let's do this. Let's add some distress ink. And let's go to the sewing machine again. We're going to do sewing lambs. Sewing lamb, I'm not in camera shot. Let's go around this edge. So literally, I've just grabbed some scraps and we're going to stitch around that, okay? Oh, I'm evolving in my video. Well, thank you, I guess. All right, let's stitch around this. I'm trying to do a few different things, and I'm also revisiting an idea and just trying to do a different take on it. So there's that little piece. I think the camera's wonky. Why didn't you tell me the camera was wonky, y'all? I'm going for a ride. Alrighty. So, that's what we did. We sewed. I'm just going to glue this down. I could have stitched it into place. Then I'd had to deal with messing with a big piece of paper. So I'm just putting a nice generous amount of glue. I'm going to start off the page a little bit and come down. It's a compliment. I'm showing you many more ideas. I'm trying to show y'all some ideas that you can use. Okay? And then this is just going to go in here. And it decorates the page. Now, granted, when you take it away, there's not much embellishment, but I think that's fine to do that every once in a while. All right, so in here, I have this little pansy postage stamp that I put on a scrap of painted paper, a little edge from lace, and a square piece of cardstock. And I thought it would look kind of pretty just putting it up here in the corner, because the background has pretty much a nice little pattern on it. It doesn't really need more embellishment unless you just want to. So I'm using scrapbook paper. And I did make this a tuck spot, but I'm not going to put anything in it yet, unless I come up with something in a moment. And then this is a cluster that I made. So this is a piece of fabric on a piece of book page, a little bit of fabric here, some more of that lace. This is a real postage stamp on top of a piece of green or teal cardstock. Prima flowers. This one's been sprayed and this one's came that color. A little heart. And I thought, since we have these decoration back here in the background, that would be kind of cute to put it down here. And I'll make it a tuck spot. All right, so we've done this side. We've got a pattern here, something here. I think I need to just grab some journaling cards. Let's see what I can find. That's kind of eclectic, right? Like this little, a whole different look. What do we got here? What can I use? Right, I need something for up there. Something not too big. How about this little hot air balloon? How's that? So we're getting a real true eclectic vibe through this. Okay? All right. So what time is it? 5 o'clock? 1. I got to go through all the journal pages. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I think I need one more page. Oh yeah, I want to do this one. Okay. Okay, so I gotta make one more page, and I need to make the cover. And the cover is all pieced. So I gotta make sure, ooh, don't fall out. I have all my things done here. Okay. I think that's right. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then 10. Okay. Oh, the raffle right now, we're going to do, or here in a few minutes, you get one of my mini journals. Did I not open it? Oh my God. Yeah, I did open it. Okay. Oh my goodness. Okay. What type of Aleene's glue? I just have the regular tacky glue. Regular tacky. My bottle's dirty because I refill it over and over and over. Because I like this lid. And I like the size of this bottle. I need some water. My nose was running earlier. So I took some Benadryl. So now I'm dry. Okay. All right, so here is where I sprayed a journal card and it created a little window. So what I'm going to do is, where's my scraps of paper? I need them right now. Okay. So I want to do something in this little frame. Amanda Dawn, thank you for your donation. So I want to do something inside here, but I don't want my stamping that I'm going to use, which is longer than my space. I already got it out. I'm looking for it. Thank you, Bevies, for your donation. And I've got the leafy border stamp by Beeline Designs, leafy border. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to stamp, and I have this piece of paper here to act as a mask. So I'll stamp across the top there and across the bottom. Then I'll rotate my page and stamp the other way. And that gives me a nice little frame. Now you could go on the actual edge if you want. I kind of like coming inside so you can see it. So I'm going to repeat that over here. Stamp and rotate. Da-da. Oh, that one didn't take all the way. Well, it's a junk journal. There's no wrong thing you can do. There might be wrong mediums you might mix together and it won't work right because it's going to bubble or melt. There's no stress about junk journals. That's what I think we forget, that this is just having fun and playing with your stuff. Don't get stressed out about it if you don't have something. You know, if you've got a different stamp that you use, you could also use a stencil and make lines. You could doodle. So don't think just because of what I show you have to do every time. Okay, so we've got that here. I'm going to go to this page. Because we've made so many embellished pages that were on the other side. So I'm going to go to this page, and I think what I want to do is I have a couple of pockets here. Do I want to decorate this side a little bit? You know what? I do. I'm going to use the same stencil, the almost fleur-de-lis on here, and we're going to do the same technique. Okay. So I'll open the lids. I've got the mermaid. That's not mermaid. Clean off my brush. It got the wrong color. Alright, so now we're going to do the mermaid. And I'm just going to lightly do it. And there's a little bit of the Distress Oxide still on the stencil, so it'll kind of blend a little bit. Oh, I moved the stencil a little. Alright, so then I'll grab the purple. Thank you, Nadine, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Color it away. Just color it away. Alright, big reveal. It's almost psychedelic. I like it. Do you like it? I like it. And then I've got got some dragonflies. So this is the dragonfly number 2. And I thought it would look cute, just kind of put it across the corner there. Stampin' Trance! Aww. Sometimes you get in the zone. I sometimes watch television while I craft. Sometimes I listen to music. I did watch a video of some craft ideas, and I stop it. They would do something, and I would like, well, what would be my version of that thingy? And so I would kind of make a sample, and then let the video play some more, and then kind of make a sample. I think from earlier, this piece is ready, so it's sticky on the back side. Oh, thank you, Sam. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You like that stencil, Sam? So that's this little scrap of flowers, and we're just going to press that now to the wallpaper, and it's sticking. Just a sticking. Oh, yeah. I got that out, and I didn't use it. Well, that goes the wrong way. It goes the wrong way, man. I just saw this. It's a little flower bit. It's a sticker. I was trying to do less embellishments on this side. All right, where's my pen? I need my pen so I can separate. If you ever have problems with stickers, use a straight pen. I think I just want to put that up here. But wait. I'm going to do the lace duo just in from the edge. And then we'll put this down. Doesn't that change that up just a little bit? And we could add a word. Oh, here we go. Don't forget to have fun. Do we want to put it there? I think I want my little swirly stamp. Swirly little stamp, where are you? I want to use you. I want you to want me. Here we go. I got the little curly swirly. And we're going to stamp it right here. And then let's put that right here. Maybe right above it. So it looks like it's kind of resting on it. You like it? I missed you. How are you? I haven't been online much other than to do my video. I like that. Don't forget to have fun. All right, so we're going to put pockets back here. Let's add a little dragonfly to this side. And I think that'll call good for this side of the page. All right, so our cover today is a fabric cover. It's a wrap cover. In fact, I haven't even done all the bits yet, so I'll have to do that. All right, so here is a pocket. It's just a scrap of scrapbook paper. I stamped the dragonfly number 2 and used watercolor, Tattered Angels as watercolor. And then I put some of the Tulip Dimensional glitter paint on top. Made little tabs because my paper, that was all how big it was. And we're going to put this as a pocket right in the middle bottom of the page because we've got 2 of these. But another one that's going to go up here. So let's see, right about there. Got another one. And then my journal card, I used a 3x3. I think it's about 3x3. 3x3 1/4 square that I rounded the corners. I put some distress ink on the corners. And then I use the small diamond stencil and blueprint sketch with a blending tool. Put that down. Then I took a punch from my punch tab out of some purple paper. I stamped from the Dragonfly Quartet? No, Find Your Wings, I think it is. That's what it's called. It's the... Where is it? I've got to change the way I do my rubber stamps. I'm going to have to put a tab on them or something. Oh, there it is. So Find Your Wings set. So I stamped the open label, and then I stamped the date from the Thoughts Cube. So that's 4 different stamps. And then put that together. So we got a truly eclectic journal today. And there was more stuff I was going to show you, but you know what? We're just going to have to save it for another day. Yeah, because I didn't even need to do it. So now we're going to work on the cover. So get stuff out of the way. Drop the paper clip. Do the paper clip. The paper clip. Don't need this stuff no more. Gotta clean up the desk for sure. Put this over here. Put this over there. Alright, I will let y'all look at this little thing and this little thing. So, as I put away some stuff, because we're going to do some sewing, and I don't want a bunch of other things on my desk while I sew. So the little tag there was out of a scrap of paper. Then I made a tiny envelope, same concept that we made earlier, okay? It's a little envelope out of a gel print, but it was 2¼ inches by 2¼ inches. I put one of my tiny postcards inside of it. Here, let me zoom in, because this is tiny. You see how little this is? You're trying to place an order and you're overwhelmed. So that's the tiny postcard. Oh, thank you, Tamara, for your donation. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So that's a tiny postcard. And then here is the tiny library card. And I just put away my other thing. Okay. That goes in here. So it's kind of a text spot on the tag. And then I took a 2x4 inch piece of paper and folded it in half and rounded to corners. And from the Thoughts Cube, stamped thoughts on a scrap of book page. I rocked the stamp so it has a line below it. And then I put that back behind so it kind of sticks out. It may go this way better. Yeah, there it is. There it is. You have to have it a certain way. And then this is a corner left over from when I cut off the corner for that other page. And this is one of Norella's fairy images. So you could, in theory, have this little guy on a page like that. So I just want to show you that. Tiny rules! You like tiny? Well, there you go. There's some tiny. Tiny, tiny, tiny. Okay. So I haven't bound my journal yet. I probably should do that real fast. And then I'm going to make the cover. So I'm just going to line up my papers here. This is my inner cover, which is using a page from the Enchanted Rose kit. Alright, so those kind of seem similar. Book page. What do I want for the dead center? It's kind of like that. Do, do, do. What do I like for the dead center? Hey, that's odd. I never have a non-super focal page. Okay, maybe this one. I think that would look good in the center because it kind of flows from page to page. Alright, so we're going to make that the center. And I've got some pages from the Enchanted Rose kit that I thought would be interesting. So, 1, 2. Normally I have more printed pages, so this time I don't have that many. I need one more printed page, I think, to make it even. So, let's see what I have here. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll use one of the pages from my new kit. And that makes it that much more random. Yeah, and this is from the All About Robins kit. Alright, alright. We're cooking now. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Okay. I was just trying to get it where I had a good variety. And then we have the center. Okay. So we have the Enchanted Rose cover. And then I just took 2 pages and stitched them back to back. They were thin and they were samples or something. So I was trying to figure out how I'm going to use them. I think that's what I want there. Pretty early on. Now I'm going to look at this and think maybe I might like this better. Yeah, I like this one better. And then that lends into this one with the purple. And then we have this Enchanted Rose. The Dragonfly. I think, yep, that works. Then this. Then this. It's fluffy! Oh my goodness! Oh my goodness, look at that! It is so fluffy. I can't hardly close it. Okay. So, get out my binding tools, and then we're going to make a cover real fast. What are you cooking? Roast beef. I think we're having pork for leftovers tonight. Or we're having chicken. I can't remember. Alright, so I'm getting all my paper clips. My pages are all the same height, so I can pretty much just push them together and it's ready to go. I'm going to see if I can get... Oh, this one may not be big enough. There. My paper clip didn't want to stay. So I really want to make sure that my pages are down into that corner, especially when your journal's is fluffy. I'm just using, I need to get the next size up binder clips. Okay, so I got those married down in there. They're nice and nested. I've got my little template. We're going to do a pamphlet stitch real fast, and then we'll make the outer cover. So I'm just going to poke that down in there. I got my Tim Holtz, and there's a piece of fun foam underneath here. I have a bookbinder's cradle, but it is so big that it's not really convenient to pull out. Now, when I was making the big journals, it was easy if I was doing 5 signatures at a time. I would take that out and I could pop them all in, do it really fast. All right, so now I need my needle and some thread. Get a needle and thread. We need 3 times the height. Fluffy unicorn. Fluffy's the name of your unicorn. That's funny. Fun, fun, fun. All right. Ah! These butterflies are from Calico Collage. It's one of her butterfly sets. I think it was like purple winter set. It might be the winter set. Oh, I almost pulled it all the way through. I can't remember which kit this is from. All of a sudden, it's an embellishment. I think it's one of my subscription boxes, but I'm not positive. All right. Pamphlet stitch. Want to make sure that it's not catching anywhere. Okay. And let's tie this off. Pull off the clips. Put everything away. Doop, doop, doop. There it is. All gone. Drawer can shut. I'm going to leave that long for now. All right, so there's our journal. And I know that the front cover is just kind of plain, but I was trying to keep this relatively simple. So, here's what I got. I have some more of this ugly canvas. So what I thought is I'd look at it, and if I remember correctly, all I need to do is cut this to be roughly 9.5 inches. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.5. So what I'm going to do is fold this in half and line this up on my grid. Because I cleaned off my desk and this is a fabric cutting mat, I'll get my ruler out and my rotary wheel. We're going to do a peached. Yeah, it's ugly canvas. All right, so I want to come over to the 9.5 inch mark, which should be right here. I'm going to line up my ruler with my mat. And I may need a stand. Okay. And I'm just cutting that off, and this is going to be the long side of this piece of canvas. It was just a piece from Canvas Corp Brands. They gave it to me. I thought I would use it. All right, so this is going to go on here, wrap around like this. So now our goal is to transform this ugly piece of canvas. So I'm going to lay that out here. And I have some fabric pieces. And here's where I had started. I happened to find, oh, and it's just exactly the right height. I happened to find this purple pink piece. I've got this piece. I think what I want to do is put it on this side, because when it wraps around, do we want to see more of that or less of that? So what if we did this? Put this across here. So you got to think in reverse. And then slide this over. I just want to cover up the copyright information. This is truly a scrap that I had in my stash. And then, you know, I kind of wanted to piece it together, but I like that, or maybe this one, because we've got so much print on print. What if we were to put this right here and then put that and then this is going to end up laying over that. No, I don't like this. Don't like this one. All right, so I have some strips. Oh, I have this purple. Oh, it's almost wide enough. Okay. Normally I don't do it where it's all up and down like this. I try to break it up and do a little bit of a different look, but I think I kind of like this up and down. Canvas, rescue the canvas from me. So it's just kind of a variety of colors. I don't know why I ask y'all. I'm just trying to have a conversation here, that's all. I'm trying to use up some of the stuff I have. Trying to make it a little bit of eclectic because all the different patterns and whatnot. All right, so I'm going to take my Aleene's tacky glue and glue down this piece, and I'm just going to trim each one as I go. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue. We're going to go to the sewing machine, so I'm just wanting to help hold this in place so it doesn't fall off as I'm transporting it to the sewing machine. And I'll go over the edge just a tad and smooth this out. And then we're going to take this piece and it's going to go right here. So again, I'll do this. Once it's sewn, you'll see how it'll work. It'll wrap around. And the black stitching will also make a difference. Okay, I'm just going to slide it down, and then I've got this piece. Do I want more of the green? I think I want more of the green side. So I'm just going to line this up with the edge. This has got a white bar, so I'm just going to cut that off. I'm just going to cut it off and then line this up. Go right about here and glue this one down. Sewing lamb alert! Oh, where's the lamb? Sewing lamb. He's out there. He's going to get glued if he doesn't move. All right. Glue that down. All right. I think I want this pale pink on the end. And I want this purple here. Because this purple kind of goes with that purple. All right. So we're going to cut this one off. And then we're going to cut this one. I know I'm totally off in the zone. But I wanted to show y'all the whole process. Okay. So we've glued this one down. Now I need to glue the purple one down. And having the long strips like that will make it a little bit easier because we just do a straight stitch down. And this is going to go right there. This one's a little bit thinner, so you can kind of see the printing. I don't know, you consider that a good or a bad thing. It shows that we upcycled something else. An ugly piece of canvas. For this application. It is a neat piece of canvas if you're using it for the theme. but I didn't want it for that. Okay, so I have one more thing I could do, and I may or may not do it. I could sew some of this ribbon on here. I could sew it, but I think what I'm going to do instead is we're going to sew this piece. That'll help break it up. We're going to sew this piece in. Okay, so here's how it's going to work. Our journal inside front is here. This will start here, and I'll stitch it down here. No, I won't even stitch it down. I'll just stitch it here. And then this will wrap around. Yeah. Like that. I think that's what it needed. Okay. So, to start with, I'm going to stitch around this outside edge, and then we're going to stitch down each area. Okay? All right, sewing lamb. All right, are we in camera shot here? Okay. So I'm going to start here and stitch down in a zigzag stitch. I feel like I'm not in shot very well. Maybe that's better. So you're going to stitch down. Now, I need to make sure where my center is, and I didn't do that, so I'm eyeballing it. That's pretty close. All right, then we'll stitch across. I'll back it up to help hold that in place. Now I'm trying to decide, do I want to leave this loose across here or only stitch it in a couple of places? I think I'm going to leave it loose. So what I will do though is I want to make sure that I have that tight so that when I stitch it over here, it'll be caught in the edge. So I'm going to cut my thread, and I'm going to go ahead and sew down these spines. You're going to have to walk through your design as you're doing it. It's all according to the look you want. You could also use your decorative stitches. Robin said she wants hers fluffy, so she likes to add quilt batting. You could use an old fleece blanket as the inside. You could use an old towel for the inside if you want it fluffy. An old quilt. An old fleece t-shirt or sweatshirt. I kind of like having the threads at each corner, each edge. All right, so I'm going to go ahead and stitch down this side. Going fast, 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 fast. You washed your hands, but it didn't work today. He's tired of Dawn dish soap. Okay. All right, so now what I'm going to do is make sure that I have this laid out flat. So I'm going to get it on my desk real fast. Because I'm going to sew it down on this edge. When I sew down here, I'm going to sew this down. That way it will stay in place and not be too floppy. Oh, forgot to go backwards. We got a triple stitch in there. All right, so there is our outside cover. Let's go back. Okay. So, it needs to go this way. This is going to go here. This wraps around. Don't need the pin anymore. So we didn't get any of the butterfly on the front. I should have put it on the front. Oh, gotta go one more time. But I like it because you see it here on this side. You get a good view of it. All right, so how do you want to attach it to the cover? You can use a band or ribbon. You can use elastic if you want to put it in there. Oh, it's going to look real fast. Ah, my drawer popped free. I thought I had some elastic in here, but I may be out. All right, now, come on. I don't see it. Well, let's use a piece of ribbon. I think I need to get the ribbon box. Get the ribbon box. So I've got this ribbon box. This looks like a good, it's real narrow. So we're going to use that. Probably going, what are you going to do, Linda? I'll show you. I am, and I should have done this ahead of time, but I want to make sure that my cover matches where my lace is here, or my ruffled edge. So right here is where I want to pin this little piece of ribbon. Make sure I got it right side up. Guess it didn't matter. And I'm going to go straight to the other side. Pin it here. I'm going to give a little bit of slack so it's not so tight, okay? And then we're going to stitch across here and here real fast. Oh, there you go, Tanya. Go find some scraps and make a cover. I like doing these scrappy ones. I don't do them very often. I have here recently, only because, you know, I'm trying to use up some of my scraps. Trying to use a few more of my supplies that I have. And hopefully giving y'all some ideas on using the stuff you probably have. Yeah, it may not match perfectly, but I kind of like how it's come together. All right, so this is my front. So I'm going to open up to the center. I didn't do dangles, so if we want to do dangles later, we can. And you're just going to have to gently feed it into your cover. And when it gets to the center, then it won't bow. Then we've got this wrap around. I know I used more pink, but I couldn't stay out of the matchy. All right, you like it? All right, we need to do the raffle. Not yet. You think it matches? Did I do good this time? All right, let's sign it. All right, we're going to use my rubber stamp that says, "This journal made by." I've got too many things on my desk still. This journal made by. I'm going to put it up at the top. I'm going to rotate this just a little bit. There. I didn't smudge it this time. Aren't you proud of me? And this is a 7/5/2021. All right, y'all ready for the flip through? Thank you, Sam. What were the measurements of the cover? I forgot to say that. It is 9.5 inches tall, and I don't know, so we're going to measure 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17 inches. So it was 9.5 tall by 17 inches long. It was just what I had already, and I thought it just made a nice wrap. You could probably do longer. You could do shorter. So not too much shorter if you're going to wrap it. Okay. Very proud. I haven't looked at them yet, Rhonda. I haven't been online. So I think you did. I saw a message. I've got several that I need to answer. So thank you. Love the wrap cover. Well, thank you, Janice. All right. So let's do the raffle for the mini. You're going to tell me which one you want when I call your name. I'm going to lay these out here. So we have the red poppy that says hopeful. Thank you so much, Sandra, for your donation. Thank you so very much. Barb Dingwell, thank you for your donation. Margarita, thank you for your donation. Rhonda, thank you so much for your donation. And Tamara, thank you for your donation. And Sam, and Nadine, and Bevies, and Manda, and Janice, and Tanya, and Margie, and Morgan. Thank you all so very much. I greatly appreciate it. So do you want the red hopeful? I need to clean my desk off. Do you want the purple never love anyone who treats you like you are ordinary? Or the heart says follow your heart. It's got a little heart on there. So say heart or ordinary or hopeful or yellow. Tell me which one you want. All right. So the winner, make sure everybody's in. I don't see anybody. Okay. Rhonda got in. Robin got in. Yeah, it's easy, Morgan, to make the wrap cover. You saw how easy that was, okay? Yeah, it takes a little bit of time. Yes, oh, sorry. The insides are just, I've shown these so many times, just some random colored text weight paper, and then the dead center is a mixed media page with a stencil design on this one. Same concept, just different pages. And then this page I stamped with acrylic paint, and a Tattered Angels page with stencils. Again, same thing here, little just mini pages, and then the center is red, and I rubber stamped over a book page. Okay, is that good? Thank you. All right, I showed the insides. You ready? And the winner is of the mini journal, Nadine Wheeler. Congratulations. Tell me which one you want. And while you are doing that, I'm going to get the last raffle ready. Copy. All right. And these people have donated: Sandra, Barb, Margarita, Barbara, Rhonda, Tamra, Sam, Nadine, Bevies, Mandadon, Janice, Tanya, Margie, and Morgan. And I'm going to open up the raffle. Those people have donated. And if you've donated today and you haven't already done so, go over to my website. Make sure you make a user account and send me a message through the contact me form. That way I can get you added to my YouTube donator membership, which gives you some free digital downloads and discounts on orders from my shop. And today it gives you a chance in for the raffle for the last journal. All right, so let's go here. The red one. All right, so Nadine wants the red one. I'll put these back in my bin for another day. Congratulations, Nadine. All right, so we're going to go here and paste and open giveaway. That worked out perfectly. Okay. So we're going to flip through the journal. During this time, you can get in on the raffle. So we made a cover, and there's going to be some threads come off of it for a little bit. So you'll just have to pick at it. Thank you, Sandra, for your donation. So here's the cover. I'll get it a little laid out here so you can kind of see it. See what it looks like, okay? And I left this part loose in the middle. I just sewed it at the ends. Now, if you feel better and you want to have sewed it in the middle, you could leave it up for these two, sew it here, leave it up, put it back down, and then stitch it there, okay? This is the inside. It's just canvas. You can kind of see the print from the inside. You can add a pocket. I've shown how I've done that, where we just added a pocket to the inside. I use the All About Robin or Enchanted Rose because I have a stack of these extra journal covers. So I was trying to use up something. And that's why I went ahead the first page in, used the Enchanted Rose again. This was a photograph that someone gave to me, or it was in some stuff. And then this is from the Songbird kit. This is my small diamond stencil using a little bitty tag and then the tiny library card. Stamping on here. Here's our page with the belly band. You love the butterflies? It's cool with the butterflies on the cover. And then this slides out, and it is a pocket that we stamped, or I stamped ahead of time, and then I showed y'all the collage here, and it's just a little notepad. I didn't put any embellishment on the inside. I mean, you can keep going and going and going. On this side, it's a mixed media looking page because of the painted paper, and then this is from the Artful kit, so I thought that worked out really well. This is from my new kit that's going to be coming out the end of this month, and it is the Garden Tea Party. I thought that just worked out perfectly. So here's our envelope page where we put an envelope at the top and the bottom, and we ended up putting the cards in here, and I thought that was really funny how I was expect great things, and I had this journal card that said this day, and you have the dragonfly peeking out, and then this is just a random journal card, and I chose it just for the breakup of the colors. We used the diary from Calico Collage, and I had this tiny heart and a piece of fabric that I kind of grunged up. We used the Sunkissed cube around the outside edge, and this was a mixed media page that I had left over from daubing off when I was doing some direct to paper stenciling. The Enchanted Rose journal pages again. Here's the Dragonfly #1. This is the Art Deco flower stencil in the background. And this is the Leafy Vine. And I used the Almost Fleur de Lis stencil with the Distressed Oxide. And a mad little tag using the notes. I think it's crooked, but that's okay. This is the Lace stencil, and this is the large diamond stencil. And this is from the Dream Big cube. Expect great things. And this was just a scrap from when I punched some edge of paper. One of Norella's postcard size. What are these? The alphabet and flowers, I think. And then this is just some collage layers that I had. Just trying to make it really eclectic and using up the things that I have. This has got lots of pockets. So we've got the Dragonfly Delight. It's a scrapbook paper in the background. Scrapbook pockets. This is a little tag. Got a little more tags. I didn't make that a text spot or that one. I thought there was enough. It made this page really thick and fluffy. Here's the Lace Duo. Using more Norella's words. This is one of the tiny birds. This is from the Wildflowers, and I had a sprayed a doily in the background, and it just kind of framed it. And I used the Lace Duo across the side and bottom. It's one of Norella's faux postage. This is a gel print that I just framed. I just thought it was really pretty. You like the pocket that with the 3 little deals? This is from Norella. This is from One Fine Day. It's a little journal booklet. Hope. And then this is from one of Norella's kits. I made that a text spot. I didn't put anything in it. But here I stamped on the edge and I cut it off. And then I used the Beach Rose stamped on another piece of paper, colored, and then put on here. I think that just kind of adds your own little touch of ephemera when you fussy cut like that. And now we're going back the other direction. So we've got the Lace Duo again. So it's kind of funny. It almost meets up. This was the back side of that scrapbook paper. All About Robins. All About Robins. These were some Paris postcards. I'm not sure. Paris note cards, journaling cards. I like this page with all the butterflies. Spread your wings. And we got a pocket back here, and then we've got this little tiny piece of paper that unfolds, so you have writing space. And then when you open this up, we have a little journal card in there. Bits of fabric and thread, along with some cheesecloth. I really should put this more in the center so it's not so close to the edge. Here is the Almost Fleur-de-Lis stencil again, and I used this curly swirly at the bottom, and then put Don't Forget to Have Fun just above it, so it kind of just frames it. Lace Duo in the background. This was a sticker. You like that paper clip? Isn't that cute? Just little bitty, or the clothespin, tiny, tiny clothespin. I picked them up years ago. I've got like 6 packages of them left. And then these pockets over here are just quick little pockets, like a library pocket, but it didn't have the tall back. Okay, now why aren't I getting it in there? Okay. Enchanted Rose. Enchanted Rose, Diary. I was trying to keep some smoother papers in there too because I've got so much bulk in here. So here is a mop-up paper, no, spray stencil papers, and then a couple of journal cards. And then we got the butterflies. I did lots of butterflies. This could almost be a butterfly journal. You know, I don't have a journal card. Oh, this didn't get stuck down. I don't have a journal card here. And it didn't get glued down. I probably didn't have enough glue on it. And let's see. Okay, so I'm going to show you an idea. It was a weird idea. I know. So these are supposed to be like calligraphy patterns, or these alphabet cards that you can see that Norella has every once in a while. They're supposed to be like practice things. It's one concept of them. So I put a piece of acetate over it, and I thought, wouldn't it be interesting if you had a dry erase marker? That's a permanent marker. I don't know if I have one right now. Permanent marker. Oh, I don't have one. And you practice writing on the acetate, and then you just take a towel and wipe it off. So I thought that'd be kind of interesting. Be the change you wish to see in the world. That's Gandhi. And this a little flower bouquet, I think is what I called it. This is a piece of wallpaper in the background, textured paper. While there's life, there's hope. This is the small diamond stencil, and that's layered fabric, paper, and then the saying. This is a digital copy of one of my mixed media tags. And then this is the All About Robins. And then here is the back. So there we are. I need this journal in my life. Uh-oh, you moved your lace. Do it to another spot somewhere? I got asked on a date, Rhonda. Okay, okay. It's all part of the crafting. It's in my cart, Barb. Got to go back through all the stencils before ordering. Make sure which ones you want, which one you don't have. Uh-oh, it didn't like to type the letter A, Tanya. All right, so you like the journal, I hope. Let's see who's going to win. Monday, I think I will be doing, that's my journal. Got to name it, claim it. I will be doing the Apothecary Kit by Calico Collage. She just uploaded it last Monday, and I think it's absolutely gorgeous. I have not printed it yet. I did download it, but I haven't printed it yet. So I'm going to download that or print that and start fussy cutting the elements. So I think that's what I'm going to do on Monday. You're the closest, so you can snag the journal. You think your address is written on the back somewhere? I'm going to wash my hands off. All right. Thank y'all for being here today. That's what we're going to do on Monday. Let me know if there's a technique you want to see. Are you liking the style that I'm doing today? You love that kit, Morgan? Yay! You know, if there's a technique you want to see, let me know. I'm trying to come up with some different concepts of it. You have it printed, ready to go, Morgan? Awesome. Still waiting for Rob to break down the door. What else? I don't know. Just let me know what you thought of this journal today after we get off the live. Come back and leave a comment. It helps me on YouTube. Yes, Sandra, I do usually print with my inkjet. The All About Robins page and the All About the Enchanted Rose cover, those are professionally printed with a laser printer. Oh, wow, Robin, you've got it printed and you've got the things cut out and folded. Oh my gosh. So for my home printer, I have an inkjet. For the stuff I get professionally printed, those are on a laser. Does that help answer your question? All right. I think everybody's in the raffle. It's after 6 o'clock already. I've rambled on too much. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 people. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Everybody's in the raffle. Good job. All right, let's pick a winner. And the winner is Rhonda Bennett. Congratulations. Well, you ready to place another order, Rhonda? I'm her enabler. I'll be adding some more stuff. Probably tomorrow, maybe Thursday. All righty. Congratulations, Rhonda. You won. I'll write you a thank you note later. Well, I hope y'all enjoyed this today. That it gave you some ideas to try, you know, and heck, if you don't like the way the patterning turned out on this, add another piece of fabric, change it around. I could have put this piece all the way to the edge and then put the purple strips here and then just had varying widths of purple, not breaking it up. But, you know, hindsight. Yeah, I'm her dealer. You're welcome, Tanya. You're very welcome, Robin. You're very inspiring live. Yay! You got 2 journals waiting to be mailed. I'll be placing an order very soon so you can put them in the order. Okay, awesome, Bonnie. Thank you, thank you, thank you. It's cute just the way it is. Thank you, Tanya. I think it turned out, you know, shows just using the scraps. It was kind of fun. Alrighty, apothecary next week. I'm kind of excited about it. I got to clean up my area, put everything away, and then only get out the stuff that I plan to use in that kit. Keep adding things to your order. Purple is perfect, Sandra says. Well, thank you so much. Alrighty, everybody. I'm going to get off here and go for a walk for a few minutes till Henry gets home. Then we'll have some dinner, kind of hang out. I'll get out if you. I don't know who anybody got coupon codes today. If you did, I'll get those probably out to you tomorrow or Wednesday when I sit down at my computer. I have a couple of appointments tomorrow, and once I'm done with that, I'll be able to sit down at a computer and get my stuffs done. Again, thank y'all for being here. I hope you have a great week. And I will see you next Monday when we do the apothecary kit. And again, if you'll leave me a comment below, make sure you give this video a thumbs up and share it with your friends. You're very welcome. Good time to have a good day, everybody. Oh, good times. Have a good day. Yes, thank you. Thank you. Thank you, babies. Awesome. Alrighty, I'm going to get off here. Lots of love to all of you. Take care of yourselves. Bye.